everybody? Welcome to Conquer Yourself Through Christ. We're conquering through Christ. And it's funny because I was, talking to a guy trying to figure out, like, what should I talk about in this next video. And hypocrite came up. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm being a hypocrite. But I think he wanted me to talk about it because that's something I struggled with for a while. And I know a lot of people who are in the world, that's their favorite thing to say. This person's a hypocrite, this person. And I kind of want to clarify that because that's just an excuse, you know what I'm saying? I actually spoke to somebody about it, and their biggest thing is, oh, this person's a hypocrite and that and that. Let's clear the air and explain the difference between being a hypocrite, on a standard of worldly point of view versus a hypocrite in the Bible. So, being a hypocrite is just having a belief system, but your actions are contrary to what you believe. And us being Christians makes us a hypocrite because we're supposed to go out into the world, make disciples, and spread the news of Jesus. So we're going to have to teach them, hey, look, these are things you should do as a Christian, and these are things that you shouldn't do as a Christian. But we all are sinners. So you might tell somebody, hey, don't do this while you're doing that, which inherently makes you a hypocrite. All right, so let's take somebody who's struggling with pornography. Pornography is one of those sins that even if you struggle with it, people might not never know. That's between you and God. You do it in private, and it might not affect you openly. It might not. Sometimes people can tell. But with that being said, you have two types of people. You got some people who think about it all day. I can't wait to get home and get into this. They do it unrepentantly. They just diving in full. Head into it. But then we'll tell somebody, hey, don't do that. The Bible says don't do this and don't do that. That's more of a hypocrite. You have some people who struggle with it, who battle with it, who pray, who try not to look at it, but we're human. We're going to slip. We're going to fall. And that person might be able to win some of those battles, and some of those battles they may lose. The difference is between both of those people is their heart. We're going to fail. We're sinful. We're going to fail. That's why Jesus died on the cross. So when we fall, we can be redeemed through his blood. You know what I'm saying? Through his sacrifice. But that doesn't mean, hey, I can't tell you not to do that when I'm struggling with it, because that person has to know. And sometimes we go through these struggles, we go through these battles, so we can be, that could be our testimony. Hey, look, I've struggled with this so bad, and you're not where I was. So don't allow yourself to get there, because you're going to get like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we have to go through those struggles and those battles to be able to testify, like, yo, it's going to get real bad. I still struggle with it to this day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, by definition, that's a hypocrite because they still may do it, but they're battling with it, and they're that testimony to teach you, hey, look, don't do it because this could get real bad. And that can go for anything, alcohol, drugs, anything. That don't make that kind of person a hypocrite. Now, with all that hypocritical talk being said, I can't be a hypocrite. So I'm about to hit up Crunch, get these gains. Nice little chest workout. Let's get it. Now let's take this scenario for you guys who like to call out hypocrites. Anger is something that I struggle with my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Not having total control over my emotions. KJ is the same way. Now I can try to master minds before I teach them, and God forbid I pass before I can give him that information. Or I can start instilling certain habits in him now. That doesn't make me a hypocrite. That just makes me a good father. And I always try to explain to him, like, KJ, look, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to slip. I'm going to get angry. But the thing is that you continue to try. And a lot of this being a hypocrite, is all about your heart. But let me say this. The world loves to call out a hypocritical Christian. So all of my brothers and sisters out there that are in faith and walking with Christ, remember the world is watching you. So you got to be on point at all times. Now, I get it, nobody's perfect, but that should push you in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? You should know the enemy is always watching. He got his agents out there working, and the world is watching you. You know what I'm saying? So we have to always be on point. And one funny thing I said to myself is I can't take my foot off my neck. Because the moment I do that and I give myself a little bit of lax and leisure, that's not slip up and mix up. And that's not could be considered a hypocrite. And I feel like it's a difference between being hypocritical and just being a hypocrite. Being hypocritical is more or less, like I said with KJ, yo, try to control your anger. And then I slip up and get mad. That was hypocritical behavior. Being a hypocrite is when it's something that you habitually do. That's a part of your nature. Nothing you believe matches up with what you say. You know, the older you get, the more struggles and hardships you face, right? And you know, with me going through something, I don't want my son to go through it. And with me battling with something, I don't want it to get to the point where he's where I'm at, having to struggle and fight as hard as I'm fighting with certain things that I'm dealing with in my life. And that's not hypocritical, that's just wanting the best. As Christians, we want the best for people. If I can stop you from going down that path, I'm going to do it. That's regardless if I'm fighting that myself, if I'm fighting that on my own. You know what I'm saying? And the world's not going to see it like that. They're going to see it as you're being hypocritical, practice what you preach. Nobody's perfect. And don't let anybody discourage you about not being perfect. You know, we all make mistakes, we all about slip-ups, but to me personally, and I'm not a preacher, I might not even be qualified to make this video. This is just me talking about my opinion. If you guys agree with me, thumbs it up. If not, drop in the comments how you feel about what I'm saying. But to me personally, I feel like being a hypocrite is what goes on in your heart. I'm in the car right now. I got Bentley with me. You need a cut. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys got something from it. If you want to see more like that, I post more on my IG, a lot more frequent daily stories. And don't forget to check out my TikTok. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you in the next one.